Okay, this is where we are. We create the light post. Let me to scale it down. I select the scale tool. Make sure you in the middle of the scale tool, then you can see all three axes highlighting, and you can scale it down proportionally. Make sure you scale your scale axis look like this, not one of these. Okay, press it down. Press Alt W to go to your 4 viewport, and you can select any of the viewport, and then you can expand it. Okay, I match my light post base to my rest of other stuff. Alt W. What left for me to do it is this pole itself. See, which is this one. It's really simple shape. I'm going to go to the create panel. Then we work in the shape tools. Make sure you go to the geometry. That's where we were creating a lot of stuff in last week. Use the geometry tab, but also this week we will be using the geometry tab a little bit, but mostly the shape. Okay, once you get the height, then you can move in. Okay, that's the pole, just a simple cylinder. I want to move this pole into the base. If you don't know 3D Max very well, what you could do, you can move it like that, okay, by manually. By even the moving the pole into this shape, it wouldn't be exactly middle of this shape. What I'm going to show you guys how to align it in quick way, in a really like a one single quick. But before that, have a look at it. Okay, my pivot point of this shape, it's off. It is over here because I create this shape with the line tool. Therefore, my pivot point corresponded to my line tool, not to this shape. We have to adjust this one. If you're still not really clear about the pivot point, see select your shape cylinder and have a look at the pivot point of that shape. See, it's really middle of your object. If you press the F3, you can see it's a middle. But if you select this object, you can see it is off quite a way down. It is over here. I press F3, F4 to go to the wireframe mode. To fix this pivot point thing, click the hierarchy, which is over here. See, click the hierarchy next to the modify tab. Then effect pivot only, center to object. Okay, see, as soon as you click center to object, it jump off to the middle of the object to center the pivot point. Then click the effect, turn off the effect pivot on the button. Now I am ready. Then next thing is you have to fix your align tool. Normally align tool looks like this. Okay, so here, see, if I hold my mouse, you can see the align. Click and hold down, select the second tool, second option of the align tool. Then if I hover my mouse, it's a quick align. First select your object, then click the quick align, then click the object that I want to align with. See, now it's quickly jumped to the middle of that object. I press F4 to have a closer look. Okay, it's quickly jumped to the middle of that object. After that, you can scale the object to get make the proportions right. Okay, I'm going to scale it down along these two axes. Okay, and also I'm going to scale it down this angle, which is looking good, guys. Then what is the next object I'm supposed to do, which is this crossbar. It's really simple. Go to your create tab, make sure you in the geometry, click that one, and cylinder. Okay, see, I try to create the cylinder in my perspective view. Now it's come in a, like generate in a vertically. Yeah, press W to move. Again, I'm going to use the quick align tool. Select your object and quick align. Click the middle pole, the big bar. Then it will jump to middle of that big bar. Then I want to rotate it in the 90 degrees. What you could do, make sure your angle snap is turned on, and you can rotate like this way. Every 5 degrees it will be snap, it will snap. Then you can rotate into 90 degrees. You can see in here, okay? Or have a look at in here. While I'm rotating, my x-axis, like a value of x-axis is moving, like increasing. What you could do, simply type the numbers 90, and it will quickly snap to 90 degree angle. Then you could move it up. Here we go. I want to scale it down this way, and it's too long, I guess. So look like this. What would be the next option? Sorry, next object that I'm going to create. My next object will be this arc shape. There's a couple of ways that you can create this arc. You could create the arc with the cylinder and apply the bend modifier, which is in the modifier list. Okay, you could apply the bend modifier to the arc, then you can adjust the value. You can check it out, but the most efficient way to create this one with the arc shape, I'll show you how you could get that shape done really quickly and more efficiently. Create shape, which is this one. See, this is the arc shape, it's already there. I go to, but don't try to, when you in the arc shape, don't try to create in the perspective view. Sometimes it does not work and it's give you the bad result, guys. Okay, any of these side views, that's the best candidate for this one too. Click this where I am going to create the arc shape. Click and hold down, and you could create the arc. Then you can determine how much angle you need. Then you can click it again. Sometimes you can't see this, most of the time you can't see the thickness unless you haven't turned this one off. Okay, it's look like something like this. To see the thickness, what you could do, go to the modifier panel, expand the rendering tab, which should be look like this. So click on this plus icon and enable in renderer and enable in viewport. Then you can see the thickness. Also you will be able to adjust the thickness. See, as I just moving up and down, it will give you the, it will adjust this arc shape. Also you can increase the sides. See, play it around, and I'm happy with that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move it up. Okay, what I should do if I want to do any other modification, what I'll do, I'll just turn this one like this. Okay, what about if I want to get in there and want to move, like I want to change this shape. It's really simple, guys. See, convert this one to editable spline. Okay, like most of time when you want to edit shape, what you do, convert object into the editable polygon. Click and convert to editable polygon. That's what we were doing. But with this line tool, what we want to do, we want to convert this one to editable. Just right click, convert to editable spline. Okay, once you convert it, you can access to the vertices. Okay, you can't see it right now. Even if I press F3, you can see the vertices over here. See? But if it is not really clear, not if it is, you can't see it clearly, what you should do, go to the rendering, expand this one and turn off the enable rendering. Now you can move these things, move the vertices and get your shape done way that you want to. Okay, even there's a small handle that you can move it up and down. Okay, it's really simple. That's why it's an efficient way to create the this kind of shape, rather than you use the cylinder and then apply the bend modifier. Happy with the shape, then enable, go to the rendering tab, enable renderer, then press F4, F3 and F3, F4. Okay, I got it done, that shape. Then the next video I'll show you how to create the rest of bit. Okay, I'm going to turn this one off.